Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, as you can see, I got the Holyton HT70 down here. I can finally get it out and do the test flight today because the weather's finally cooperating. It's rather warm in the 50s Fahrenheit and there's a light breeze out of the south. But we should be able to get it up today and test this drone out. Now, if you want to know everything that comes with this and see the table review, I'll try to remember to put a card up here. If I don't, just check back at the previous video on this channel. You can see everything that comes with this drone. I got a 32 gig SanDisk Extreme card in here, and I've already tested out in a house, and it records 4K at 30 just fine. Really quickly, I got a screen recording going. Let's just take a look at a few of the app options before we get in the air. So if you go up into the gear icon on the right here, you can see beginner's mode at the top. I got that disabled, and I maxed out the flight distance and the altitude. Here you can also see your gyro and your compass calibration if you choose to. I already did that, and I did that through the controller. Just a couple spins on the X and Y axis and you're good to go on that. You got some track here, some flight records, and some of the information about the drone. Off to the left here we got your auto takeoff and return to home landing. If you click the little 3-layer thing, you can see we have GPS follow and circle mode. Probably not going to test that today, depending on the battery, because I want to get in here and test like tap fly. That's just waypoints. Zoom in and out is just zooming in and out with the camera. And you can see we got quick shots and we got night mode. Night mode would be cool to check out. I can't do that today, but I may do a follow-up video because that's a feature I've never had on any of my drones. You see that on some of the more advanced DJI drones. I wonder how well that works for filming at night. Then we have quick shots. If you click that, you can see it brings up like a catapult or droning mode, a rocket mode, and like a spiral mode. So that's something that I would like to test if we can. So let's go ahead and get the drone up in the air. Let's start recording some video over here. I got it at 4K at 30 and we're recording. Let's see if we can do an auto takeoff. Once you unlock the motor. So both sticks down and in, then you can do the auto takeoff like this with the slider. Nice and stable. I mean, there's a bit of a breeze. It's in the slow cinematic mode. And it is really slow. Like when I give it left, right input, there's almost a bit of delay, but some of that's because we're in that filming mode. So I go to the speed rates, we can go to the sporting mode, and that's a lot better. That'd be fine for me, but if you are worried about filming, the cinematic mode is gonna be the best for that. So what I like to do at this point is I like to just kind of do a little gimbal testing. You can do it with it facing away. Let's just kind of rock the drone on the roll axis back and forth and just see how does that gimbal perform, because it's a 3-axis gimbal on this drone. I mean, this drone, you're getting a 3-axis gimbal, brushless motors, GPS, and you get an OTG cable, as you can see here. So we're not using that silly Wi-Fi, which always has lag and you could break up or lose the signal. When that happens, it's not great. This doesn't have those features, doesn't have that feature. This has OTG. So at the time of filming this, it was $200 for this drone. I mean, I don't know of a drone at $200 that offers what this does. The closest would be like the DJI Mini clone, the Spectre drone, about $230. But this drone is offering a lot. Just kind of facing out to the north there. Have it right up here in line of sight still. So let's just fly it out a little ways and we'll just do a return to home and have it land back here and see how accurate it is. So if you're interested in this drone, there'll be a purchase link down to Amazon and you can pick this up. Like I said, at the time of filming this was $200. These prices can change. These prices are kind of fluid. Yeah, the gimbal works really well. Even though it's OTG, I mean, the video feed is definitely staying solid. It's not the smoothest feed, but it is holding the signal. So we don't have to worry about, the video feed breaking up. And the latency is still better than Wi-Fi. It's not super laggy. Let's just take it out there because I'm getting at the end of my line of sight. And let's just do a return to home. Let's just press that button. Return home. And you can hear the voice saying return home. So it should be We see our signal strength is only 2 out of 4 bars on our controller. So even though we are out only 245 meters, so we're not out even a quarter of a kilometer, the signal strength isn't the greatest. I'm only up about 65 meters. This only uses imperial, metric. I could not see any imperial settings if you want to use feet. You know, some people complain, hey, why are you using that? I didn't see an option to change that in the app. It's possible that I missed it, but if you don't like it, and you can't change it as far as I can see, then, you know, that's, you have to get used to the metric. So here it is, the drone's overhead. I'm gonna try to fly it more this way because the sun at this time of the year and the low angle, it's really bright in my camera. So I can see the drone right up overhead. I'm gonna try to step back this way. And there it is, and it should be descending. It should land right in here. I didn't have the helipad, so I can't be 100% accurate, but it should be close to where it took off. We'll see. Now again, you can film at 2K at 50 FPS with this drone. So if you want a smoother frame rate that's closer to what my head cam is filming in, then you can do that. Yeah, it's gonna be a little off. It's right on the edge of this driveway. We took off about, I'd say 4 feet off. That's not bad. That's not bad because it doesn't have any kind of precision landing. Let's just pick the drone up and we'll move it over this way. What we're gonna do next now, I'll take it up here and probably try to test those quick shots. It says we've got 79% battery, so we got quite a bit of battery still on this drone. This drone does have remote ID. In the table view, I was a little uncertain, but then I added some overlay there mentioning that. My camera on my head is really wanting to flop forward a lot. But yes, it has an RID and a little thing, you know, RID or remote ID is being transmitted. So this drone, because it's over 250 grams, you do have to have remote ID, and thankfully it is built in. So the only thing you need to do at that point is add your FAA number onto the drone. So let's go ahead and I'll just do a manual takeoff and just unlock them and just give it throttle. And I think we were in the highest rate. Let me double check. That's the slowest rate. We'll go back to the higher rate. And what I want to do now is I want to test out some of those quick shots. So let's turn the drone around. And now we haven't tested the gimbal tilt either, so let's go ahead and do that. There you are, guys. So the gimbal tilt works nice and smooth as you expect on a 3-axis gimbal. And let's go in here to quick shots and let's try that droney mode. So let's start the drone, we'll move back about 25 meters from the target. So let's hope that it works here. Here we go, and it does. And that's why I kept the gimbal tilted down so you can see it taking off towards me. And there it is. And let's see, will it return back? Some will just hover at the end and others will fly back to where it took off. And I think it's coming back. Let's see. No, it looks like it's just hanging out up there. That's fine. Like I said, some of them, especially the DJIs, will return back to that point. And it looks like it may have, what it does with some of these modes is it only records video for that feature, because I don't see it recording any video here. So the video probably ended and we have a clip of that. So I will put that in there the best I can. Let's take it down here and let's try the rocket mode as well. That's just gonna go straight up. Now if you do the GPS follow or circling mode, I think that'll just keep filming if you already were filming. And a lot of these drones, the quick shots will just film that particular clip individually. So let's go ahead and go over here and let's go back and enable quick shots. Let's do that rocket mode. And we'll confirm, and it should record. And there it started recording. So these will be separate clips. And there it goes. But let's look down, because you do need to adjust the camera. And there we go. We can see it's going straight up. So you do need to tilt the camera ahead of time, especially for these modes like the droney, or they call it catapult, or this rocket mode. So let's go ahead and just bring it back down. All right, and here it comes. So like I said, you just have to return it yourself. It doesn't return to its launch point like the DJI and some of the other drones I reviewed do. Let's just tilt the gimbal back up, and there I am. And it just goes level. You can't tilt upward like some of the DJI. On DJI Mini 3, you can actually kind of look upwards. It's kind of cool. We've still got, it says 69% battery. That's pretty impressive. It's doing a little height, altitude adjustments there, but it seems to be stabilizing itself now. All right, I think now we could probably go and test like the GPS follow. Let's see, make sure we got no cars coming. Let's see if I get it. If I walk down the street here, how does it do at following me? Sometimes you got to get back a little ways. Here I am. Let's go GPS follow. The altitude has to be over 5 meters. Let's see if we get it up here and try it again. Okay, let's just walk here, and is the drone following me? And it does appear to be, as you can see, I'm not walking out of the frame. So that is working quite well. We just got the screen recording going here now. So I need to probably, I'll land it and we'll start recording video again. So you're only able to see the screen recording, so that's only going to be 720p. Let's go ahead and just stop that mode. And there is the drone following me. Well, that worked excellent. This is a killer drone. And Marcus over at Idaho Quadcopter told me this drone was good. And I knew it was going to be, as long as mine didn't have any problems, because Marcus knows what he's talking about when it comes to these drones. And this drone is just amazing for $200. I mean, the video from what I tested looked really good as well. Let's try the, let's just take it down here and land it briefly so I can start filming with the actual onboard camera and not the screen recording. All right. That way we can get some little better quality back up on the screen and don't have to use just the screen recording. So let's go ahead and start recording video, and now we are. Let's go ahead and take off, and we'll try the circle me mode. I don't ever test waypoints in videos because that's just a lot of work, and you usually don't have enough battery to do that. So let's take it up. Let's see, now these circle modes can always be a little goofy, but this one is just going to circle. Let's look down. Let's see, and there it goes. It's just going to make a circle over that point. They're different. Some you have to mark the radius, some it just goes like this. That works well. That's what you'd want. Just fly above something, tell it to circle, and sometimes you may have to do a little testing until you get it right, but you can see it's doing a nice circle. Let's just tap that again to cancel it. Well, that worked. The drone, I mean, I have 0 complaints. This is approaching DJI quality, I'll be honest with you. You know, the video feed going out of ways was a little bit not the highest frame rate, and there's a little lag, and not like Wi-Fi, but the signal strength wasn't great. So I'd say though the range, even though I think they rated it at 3 kilometers unobstructed, there's no way you're going to get that. I don't expect the range on this is not going to be DJI range. But like, I'm sure like my original DJI Mini, which worked on Wi-Fi, I'm sure it could match that range for sure. So let's just look back up here. I think we kind of got, I was doing a return to home. Yeah, that's pretty much all the features. It has a zoom in and out. Let's see what that does. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. That should be on the video. If not, it'll be in the screen recording. Sometimes these drones will not record that to the video feed, and some will, and other times sometimes it's just for the person who's flying the drone to be able to see, and they're zooming in and out. Very cool. We'll just turn that back off. Obviously, like I said, we've got night mode, but we're not going to test that. And look, we got everything tested, and I got 57% battery. I did not expect that. Another thing you see on these budget drones, and this is definitely a budget drone, is you end up with much shorter flight times than you'd hope. And this drone's flight time has been really good. Let's just fly it up towards the old cemetery back here. Now I'm going to be somewhat obstructed here because of the house, so I'm not going to go too far because the signal is definitely going to be obstructed. But so far it's good, despite the fact that I'm in front of my house. Let's turn it back around. There we can see I'm right in here. Well, it's very, very rare to review a drone, especially a non-DJI drone or a non-Autel or something, where I've got pretty much everything tested and the drone still has battery and it looks like it really films nice. Everything works. Again, Holyton is just a sister company of Holystone. Holystone's got some good ones, but I like this better than the Sirius, forget what's the model number, the Holystone is similar to this, because that drone, my mic really affected the range, and I don't think it did it on this one, my DJI mic, which isn't necessarily a fault of the drone, but I think this one's better. I mean, this drone, to my opinion, offers everything that the more expensive Holystone drone offers for much less money. I mean, I think that drone's going to be at least $100 more than this one. I don't know what it offers. I don't remember it offering. I don't think it had night mode. I would definitely buy this one. This is an excellent drone. Highly recommended. So if my title for this video, if it ends up being a bit clickbaity, it's because I want people to know, if you are on a budget and you don't want to spend a lot of money on a drone that can get you good video and has all the features you'd want on a drone, I mean, this is literally unbeatable. Again, 3-axis gimbal, GPS, brushless motors, OTG cable connection to the phone, a nice controller. This quick shots, night mode, I mean, my God, $200? It's very rare because I typically don't, there's always something wrong with these drones, always. This is the first time. I think my friend Dave over at Perth West said Roku has a newer drone out that's pretty much identical to this, so it's probably the same people are making them for both. So, and he really liked that one as well. So, you know, this is an excellent drone. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. While you're at it, click the bell. That way you're notified when I upload new videos. And as always, guys, have a great day.
The power of the dark side.